Good morning, jury and courtroom. Welcome to our second court case. Today we have the team of Alieze and Ava against the team of Noel and Zeph concerning, is Robinhood guilty of burglary and trespassing? Should be a doozy. Outside in my chambers, we decided that the team of Zeph and Noel would give their opening statements first, followed by the team of Ava and Alieze. That being said, Noel, Zeph, your opening statements. Just make sure we speak loudly so the jury can hear you. More importantly, the camera. Right here, stay in between the flag area. Perfect.
Good morning, Your Honor and jury. Your Honor and members of the jury, Robinhood, the defendant, has been charged with trespassing and burglary. I'm here today to prove to the jury that Robinhood is guilty as charged. We have evidence that proves Robinhood to be violent, to steal, and to be non-compliant with the authorities.
Okay, do you have anything to add, Zeph? All right, so jury, go ahead and point of view for Noel and Zeph, a guilty of burglary and trespassing. Alieze, Ava, your opening statements.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client Robinhood has been wrongly charged with burglary and trespassing. During the trial, you will see nor hear any real evidence against my client. You will come to the clear realization that Robinhood is just giving back to the poor, giving back the poor the rightful money, saving his wrongly prosecuted friend. My client is just doing the right thing and returning their money. Therefore, my client is not guilty.
Thank you. Okay, so jury, go ahead for team A. They are obviously saying not guilty of these crimes. Go ahead and also score opening statements. I thought those were both pretty quality. And Noel and Zeph, do you have any comments, witnesses, or evidence at this time?
I'd like to call the arrow lady to the stand.
Arrow lady to the stand. Left hand on. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in? Okay, jury, go ahead and witness one. Enter arrow lady. Your witness. Remember to speak up, or you can take your mask off for now if you want.
Is it true that it took 3 days to take you out of critical condition?
Out of what?
Critical condition.
Arrow lady was in critical condition.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it true the arrow pierced an area with a high trace of veins? Is it true you almost bled out? Did Robinhood ever check to see if you were all right? Is it true your child was almost born?
Okay, so that was rapid fire. So I want to know, I don't even quite know the story. Who shot you? Robinhood shot you. Okay, why? You don't know why he shot you, but clearly he shot you in the arm. Where? Where did, I know he shot you, where? In the forest, in the town? Where? In your house, around your house, Robinhood shot you in the right arm, but we don't know why. Okay. Do you have anything to add, Zeph? Okay. Would you like to cross-examine arrow lady?
Yes. Yes.
Slow down, guys, and speak up. We're off to a good start, but slow down.
Do you have proof that he hit you? Can we see the wound? No, my doctor said I couldn't. But I thought you said you weren't in critical condition, so wouldn't you be able to take it off so you can see the wound? Okay. Why did you hit it?
Speak up, please. These people want to vote for you, but they can't. Anything for arrow lady?
Yes, please.
Speak up and slow down.
Do you have like any physical proof from a doctor or Anybody know?
Lawyers, do we have any doctor's notes, x-rays, CAT scans, anything to show that there is an injury there?
Well, we have the arrow that has his physical evidence on it.
Let me see where's the arrow? I would think something from the doctor would be good too. So this is the arrow that hit her? The exact one, not a replica?
No, sir.
And what is on here?
We had to take off the tip for safety reasons.
What was on the tip?
Her blood.
Her blood.
Yes, we had to clean the evidence. As you can see, there was rust from when it was inside her arm.
Okay. Go ahead and enter for team B an arrow as evidence and continue.
Do you have any like DNA samples of your blood on the thing, on the arrow? You don't? So you said this takes place in your house.
Outside.
What were you doing?
I was
What's your child's name?
Hero?
You don't know how your kid is?
well,
What do you think has ever happened?
Yeah, what motive does he have for shooting you? What we can't hear you. You don't know why? Are you a rich person?
yeah,
You are. What do you do for a living?
well, I'm a banker.
You're a banker.
Did you know Robinhood personally?
No,
Why were you putting him through the
Speak up, please. Speak up.
So this seems like, okay, no further questions.
Okay, Arrow Lady, come here, please. Approach my bench. Stick out both arms. Toward me no more.
no.
Okay, you may step down. All right, jury, go ahead and score witness 1, Arrow Lady. Remember, 5 is the highest, 1 is the lowest. Who got the most out of them in your opinion? Ladies, let's go to you now. Comments, witnesses, or evidence?
Yes, Robinhood.
Robinhood. Let's get him up here. Left hand on. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in? Okay. Jury, go ahead and enter witness 2, Robinhood.
Okay, so how do you feel like your actions have impacted the community?
Well, I feel amazing because I know I did the right thing for the community because they're not treating me right.
Why would you get the money back?
Well, they were a part of my community and they're my friends, and whatever the king is doing at the moment is not at all right for his kingdom.
So you saved your friend Tuxer. How would you do that?
He was one of my best friends, and the king he was wrongly accused of what he was doing, which the king and the police or whatever people that work with him need to figure out because they don't have a good system at the moment.
How do you feel about the king's actions towards you or your friends?
He is completely wrong. He is not treating his community right, and to be fair, all of it is his kingdom. Everything that he's spending his money on is his kingdom and his friends, and not the citizens that are living in his kingdom.
What were your intentions behind your actions from your today?
My intention were for everyone to have fair trial and frankly to keep safe, because if they don't have any money, their safety is going down and they don't have anything to buy, they don't have food, they can't live a life or anything.
No further questions.
Any questions for Mr. Hood, Ava?
No.
Would you like to cross-examine?
How does it really help people by making yourself a criminal?
I am not a criminal. I'm giving back for what the criminal king.
Good, so
stole.
great question. Let me stop you there. Then what title would you give yourself?
A hero.
Hero. Not criminal, hero. Continue.
It's still stealing, so how do you justify that?
If someone steals something from a baby and you steal it back, are you really stealing or are you taking back from what was stolen?
Well, it's still stolen.
But you got it back from being stolen, so it's technically not stealing if it was already in your possession.
Well, stealing from someone is still stealing.
But if you look in the sense of a robber or someone with higher power getting something from someone, gets a toy from a baby, okay? And then you go and you take that toy back, then that's not stealing, you're just getting it back from what you already own.
Okay, so these rich people, how did they get rich, Robinhood?
I
Is
assume,
it from working?
well, the king already has his kingdom, and I think they are in his, almost, not necessarily like friends, but they're in his, like,
Acquaintance?
yes, they're in his, well, the only people that he cares about are the people he knows.
But you're implying that the rich people got the money, they took it from someone else.
The king was taking the money from the poor and using it to give to the people.
His acquaintances.
Yes, exactly,
So therefore, you're taking it back and giving it to them.
yes.
Continue.
Further questions?
Zeph, do you have anything for Mr. Hood? Mr. Hood, guys, will you hold that arrow up again? Does this look like your arrow?
Not at all.
What does your arrow look like?
Mine is black and the end isn't.
So what does yours look like?
Mine's green and red.
Green and red arrow? So that arrow right there did not hit Arrow Lady.
I didn't hit anyone with it.
Yes,
I would like to cross-examine again.
go ahead.
You have physical evidence of your actual we also took this arrow.
Do we have any proof of what her arrows look like?
No color in the book.
So no proof that could be Robin Hood's arrow. It may not be Robin Hood's arrow. Continue.
We have evidence still on here.
Okay, jury, go ahead and enter into team B. We have a police report. And this is proving Robin Hood's multiple crimes. Is that what this is?
Well, it's authenticating our evidence.
Oh, it's documenting what happened.
It's documenting
You
that,
share
that,
more.
that our evidence is real.
You share what you want about an evidence log.
We have signatures from authorities. They all say that the arrow is his.
Good. I come to the assistant. Anything else about the evidence log? So that's a police report. It says police report on the top. It documents what happened and the authorities have signed it wherever they're supposed to sign it. Same she did. Her error. Thank you. Anything else to add to Mr.
Yes.
Hood?
I have evidence showing your witness's kid.
Their Arrow Lady's kid?
Yes,
Why do we need to see Arrow Lady's?
showing that he is actually friendly and he would never do that to their family because they are actually friends.
Okay, so go ahead and for team A, enter an Arrow Lady's kid photo or something like that. I'll hold them up and then you might want to walk around just so they can see them too. This is Arrow Lady's kid. Okay, and I actually have something I would like you to do, Mr. Hood. I don't think I've ever done this in all my years. Stand right here, Mr. Hood.
Okay.
Would you two get up and stand over there for a second? Might I see that arrow? Huh? Can I wake you up? Mr. Hood, would you throw that arrow and hit the big globe on the right with it? Yeah.
You need a bow.
We have a bow.
Jury.
Whoa. Oh, darn.
Not very good aim.
What? You need an bow.
Jury, you need, well, I can't say what you need because I'm being recorded. Thank you. You guys can step down. Mr. Hood, you may step down. Jury, let's go ahead and score who used Robinhood best in your opinion. And guys, let's go to you. You have 2 witnesses, right? Do you have, ladies, have 2 witnesses?
I have a more, yes.
So that's a total of 2.
Yes.
Gentlemen, do you have any witnesses?
We have 3
We'll try to get to 3, okay? We'll try. Do you have a witness or evidence or comment you would like to make at this point?
I'd like to call Child to the stand.
Child to the stand. Child, I'm going to remind you to just speak up, okay? Left hand on, perfect. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yes.
All right, jury, go ahead and enter witness 3 as Child. Your witness.
I'd like to compare. Does this look like a rabbit to you? How are we sure that evidence is real? He's not a rabbit. Does this really look like a rabbit? Tell me.
Hero, are you a rabbit?
Yes. What?
He identifies as a rabbit.
Okay, well, where are the ears? Where are the ears?
All right, settle in, jury. Do you have any other questions about, he says he's a rabbit, you're saying there's no way, I don't think we're gonna
I
get,
think he just likes talking, sir.
okay. We're not gonna get any further with this. Do you have any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Zeph, do you have any questions for Child? Jury, settle in.
Did the arrow that Robinhood shot at your mom, did it almost hit you? Yes, you were? So you answered that you said you were terrified, and my next question was going to be at any time did you fear for your mother's life? Yes. Did Robinhood come to see if your mom was okay? Any questions?
Okay, so you were there when your mom, Arrow Lady, got hit with the arrow.
Yes.
And it almost hit you and you were very scared.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to cross-examine Child?
Yes. So, if you're not a rabbit, what are you doing in the town, in the kingdom?
So what is the, like,
Like, why are you in there? Because if you're not a rabbit, or like any other animal, then what happened to the rightful child that looks like this? Okay,
Maybe rabbit trafficking?
say that.
Carry on, man.
Okay, so then, you know exactly what happened to the child?
When?
Like when was like you adopted? Do you have any proof of like your birth certificate or like
Do we have proof that this is a child?
or an adoption like certificate?
Ask the mother.
Do we have any documentation We have no adoption thing, we have no ID card saying who this kid is. Continue, they have no evidence of,
So you're telling me that Hannah pretty much is actually kidnapping you and is holding you hostage. You have to have an adoption paper to have a child.
Oh. No further questions.
thank you. I was getting a headache. Do you have any other questions for child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you physically see Robin Hood when, like, you supposedly got shot with him?
Yeah.
Do you have any physical evidence of that? Pictures, video?
So let me back. So how do you know it was Robin Hood? Did you see him? What did he look like? What was he wearing? What was he after he shot? What did you see? You just saw there. Did you see Robin Hood? Okay, carry on.
Did you recognize the child that your mom had? No? So are you saying since she picked you up, did she steal you without any papers, nothing? So she just found you?
Yeah.
Did she ever go look for your wife and mother?
I don't think so.
Has she ever offered to take you to see your wife and mother? Did she ever look, try?
No.
Is that harming you in any way? Or you can't see your wife and mother? It has to be a thing that physically took you?
Thank you. Child, I'm gonna have you step down. Jury, go ahead and score child. Ava or Alieze, do you have any comments, witnesses, or
Yes.
evidence at this time?
Yes, Maid Marian.
Yes.
Who?
Maid Marian.
Maid
Yes.
Marian. Oh, Lord.
Yes. We have ID that is she's the real one.
I'll let you, if they. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God, or whomever you believe in?
Yes.
Okay, and I will go ahead and look at this real fast. So there is evidence that this is Maid Marian, born 1/2/94.
Yes.
There's the picture of her. This is indeed Maid Marian.
Has her fingerprint on.
Witness 4, jury, go ahead and write in Maid Marian. Your witness.
Have you ever seen your husband be violent with you or others?
Never. He is a very gentle man.
Has your husband ever stolen from you, family, or friends?
Not that I know of.
Do you think your husband would ever steal from you, family, or friends?
Okay, so I've just made the connection. Maid Marian is married to Robin Hood.
Yep.
I did not know the story.
It says,
behind
look
it.
at
Continue.
Is your husband good people?
Oh, he's great.
Has the king ever made you uncomfortable in any way?
Yes. Very. Well. Well, he has made me uncomfortable in, what shall we say, inappropriate ways.
And who is this again?
Maid Marian.
No, who is
Oh, the king.
the king? Jury. Continue.
Has Robin Hood ever made you uncomfortable?
Never.
How long have you been married to Robin Hood?
I would say we're about 5 years.
Like, strong relationship, healthy?
Oh, yes.
Is he good with kids?
Yes,
Have you ever thought about having kids?
absolutely. We've been in discussion.
Anything for the maid?
yes. I have 2 pieces of evidence. I have evidence of a picture of them getting married.
Okay, go
And-
ahead and on team A for evidence, enter in wedding photo. You can show them.
And then,
Wedding
and then I
photo.
also have evidence. Can I bring Robinhood up real fast? Because they have their
We
wedding
don't
rings.
typically have two people come up.
They have their wedding rings. To show us evidence.
Robinhood, would you please approach my bench?
You need hers too.
No, I can see it here. This is your wedding ring. Okay, so enter into the evidence for Team A, also wedding photo, wedding ring. All right, so there is proof that they are married. Continue.
So, do you think Robinhood did the right thing by taking back the money and giving it back to the poor?
Absolutely, it was theirs to begin with.
What type of arrows does Robin own?
He likes those red and green ones.
So he does have those records.
Yes, he does.
Confirm it?
I can confirm that.
Okay. No further questions.
Thank you. Cross-examine the maid.
Absolutely would. Again, there's no physical evidence of these arrows. Are you
We have a
absolutely sure?
verbal confirmation, but again, no.
No physical evidence of this.
So jury, take that into consideration. She did back up that she thinks the arrows are red and green. We just haven't seen it, so however that plays a factor to you.
Are you sure that your husband is who he says he is?
Oh, I'm very sure.
Well then, what's all this gold that he took from?
I'll just take a little bit out so we can see there, Noel. Can you take a little bit out?
And to confirm that it's real,
So what is this gold?
it's what do you mean?
What are you showing the gold for?
Well, it's gold stolen from one of my clients.
From her husband, you say.
Yes, sir.
Enter gold into your evidence sheet. Ask a question about it. Now, re-ask the question.
So then what is all this gold that he took from one of my clients?
How do you have proof that that was stolen from you? Also, what is your client's job?
My client's job is a rancher. She's a perfectly good rancher. She just said she was saving up money to pay for some horses.
Do you have video proof that my husband stole from you?
Yeah, how do we know
There's not
this
supposed
is
to be any questions for him.
true statement?
Oh, sorry.
How do we know that this is the rancher's gold?
Well, I would take my word for it.
Okay? And then we would also take the word for it that Robinhood did take it. Robinhood, we'd have to take the word that Robinhood did take it too then.
Yes, sir.
Speculation.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
No further questions.
Okay? Zeph, do you have anything for the maid? Maid, you mentioned that your relationship with the king has a shady past.
Yes.
Was there ever any romantic interest
Not on my part.
on the king's part, perhaps?
Well, seems like it.
Wow. Maid, you may step down so we keep this PG. All right, jury, go ahead and score Maid Marion. All right, so you're out of witnesses. You potentially have another one. Let's do this. How about evidences or comments? Do you have any evidence or comments you want to show us?
I do have evidence, Your
Okay,
Honor.
make sure we're entering this into our sheet.
I have one of Robinhood's fingerprints.
Okay, show that to the jury. Where was, here, yo. That is a Robinhood fingerprint from where?
From the gold coins, his bow, and that arrow.
And they all match.
They all match, sir.
So Robinhood's fingerprint found on the arrow, found on the gold, found where else?
On the arrow.
Arrow and gold. Okay. Anything else you want to show us?
No.
Okay. Ladies, do you have any evidences you want to show?
Yes, we have a lot.
Okay, tell us what it is so we can write it in,
It's
and then tell us
pictures
why it's important.
of him threatening
Okay,
and
just go ahead.
showing the money. We have the money, and then we have him threatening a
Okay,
couple
don't
of
say
kids.
him. Here's the king
The king.
with the money.
We have him threatening
Him who?
their child and her, as you can tell in the picture.
That is them
and,
being threatened by the king, if you can look at their facial reactions.
And then here's the king threatening somebody.
King threatening the snake.
Yeah.
Okay? What else you got?
And then Alieze has some other things.
Okay. So the king looks like an aggressive man.
These are fingerprint results from money, the gold that he took. Results and fingerprints and also.
Show them.
Oh, yeah.
You can walk around, so that side so you can move around. You want the jury's vote.
DNA samples of his fingerprints. And then before we have the video.
Okay. Robinhood, would you get the middle two lights, please?
Wait, tell them what it's showing.
Order.
Here, I'll say it. Show.
Yeah, I will do that. 1 second. So you need this at 1 minute, 30 seconds. Where am I right now?
8, I think. It will move.
Right about here. All right, so we have a evidence clip here. Ava, why don't you tell us what we're getting ready
It's
to see?
showing that it's not the king's crown and that he's not stable.
The king is not stable,
Yeah, he's not stable with the snake and his apprentice, and
like mentally.
he's
Yes.
not mentally stable, and the crown is not his,
Okay,
as you will see.
here we go. And I'm playing this for about a minute.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is to prove that the king is not stable.
This crown gives me a feeling of power. Give me a cruel chuckle. How well King Richard's crown sits on your noble brow. Doesn't it? King Richard. I told you never to mention my brother's name. Merci pour the folk time, Your Majesty. We're in this plot together, if you don't mind my saying so. At midnight, it was cool idea. I hypnotized him. I know. And sent him off on that crazy crusade. Much to the sorrow of the queen mother. Yes, mother. Mother always did like Richard best.
Okay, so he does seem to be a bit of a basket case, but why are you letting us know that he's unstable? What is that?
Unstable and also
Begin.
that
It's not rightfully his crown, so he's pretty much actually breaking
as-
a lot of laws and stealing. So pretty much he has stolen the crown from the rightful king,
Mm-hmm.
has taken money from people since he wasn't the right king, and then also is not mentally stable for the crown in the first place.
Okay, and what do you want to add?
As you could have heard that the snake, my bad, that the snake, as you could have heard that the snake did say he hypnotized his brother, King Richard, who was the rightful king in the first place, to go off on some crazy crusade, intentionally killing him.
Thank you. Okay, I will let you comment and then we're gonna go to closing. Okay, go ahead and make the last comment. I'm not gonna let you guys comment after because I don't want to get in a game of
Yeah.
comment tag.
Well, this case here is a criminal law case, not a civil case. What we're talking about here is how Robinhood steals and trespasses on other people's property.
Not his behavior
Yes,
and
not-
mental state.
Not the king's mental state or behavior. The king is the king and he runs the country.
We're talking about Robinhood.
We're talking about Robinhood and the civil cases are separate from criminal cases. This is a civil case in testing if the king's will, if this king's will is constitutional or not.
I like that
This is a
point.
separate case.
I like that. All right, guys, go, jury, let's go ahead and score overall evidence presented. Not necessarily who had the most evidence, but who had the best evidence. Give it, score it. And then, gentlemen, we'll take whoever's going to do your closing statements.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and your honor, thank you for listening at the beginning of, thank you for listening. At the beginning of the trial, I was informed that I would have to prove 3 things to the jury. Robinhood has a history of being violent, a thief, and to have no consideration for private property. We've saved one last key point. For the end of our case, Robinhood gives the stolen money to the poor people. By doing this, he involves the community in his crime, making them criminals.
So therefore, they are a recipient of stolen property. Therefore, they are criminals. I like how you saved that for the end. Very good, boys. I like that. Overall, in general, very good. Girls, I still very good to you. I want to say, I'll just go ahead and do witnesses. This was a really, really good case. Really good case. Thank you. Closing statements.
Your honors and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you for listening to my trial for my client Robinhood is not guilty of theft or trespassing. That Robinhood is a great guy, husband, loyal friend. According to the evidence that I have presented, it just proves that my client Robinhood is not guilty of theft or trespassing.
Thank you. Gentlemen, will you go ahead and exit?
Yes.
Ladies, go ahead and exit. Miss Ella, sorry we did not get to you. Jury, go ahead and add up your points and answer our conclusion question. Scoring time.